The restoration will probably to be delayed.
復興が遅れるかもしれない。
The restoration will probably to be delayed. That restoration work is still continuing even now.
今でも、その復旧作業は継続中である。
That restoration work is still continuing even now. That damage isn't showing any signs of restoration.
その被害は収束する気配を見せていない。
That damage isn't showing any signs of restoration. He worked as a volunteer to help the disaster restoration work.
彼は災害復旧のボランティアをしました。
He worked as a volunteer to help the disaster restoration work. The restoration work progressed rapidly.
修復工事は急テンポで進んだ。
The restoration work progressed rapidly. The ruined castle is now under restoration.
廃墟となったその城は現在修復中です。
The ruined castle is now under restoration. The great public restoration effort has been cancelled.
公共の場での大掛かりな復旧作業は中止となった。
The great public restoration effort has been cancelled. The environmental restoration program must be transparent.
環境修復プログラムは透明性のあるものでなければならない。
The environmental restoration program must be transparent. These restoration efforts have already shown improvements.
これらの復旧作業によりすでに改善が見られています。
These restoration efforts have already shown improvements. The restoration was intended to facilitate local arts uses.
この修復は地域の芸術利用を促進することを目的としていた。
The restoration was intended to facilitate local arts uses. Restoration of communication was urgent priority task.
通信の復旧が緊急の課題だった。
Restoration of communication was urgent priority task. Further restoration took place between 1995 and 1997.
1995年から1997年にかけて、さらなる修復が行われた。
Further restoration took place between 1995 and 1997. Further forest habitat restoration has also been proposed.
さらに森林の生息環境の復元も提案されています。
Further forest habitat restoration has also been proposed. The restoration project required 205 tons of steel.
この修復プロジェクトでは205トンの鋼材が必要でした。
The restoration project required 205 tons of steel. They especially wanted restoration of mail service.
彼らは特に郵便の復旧を望んでいた。
They especially wanted restoration of mail service. Restoration of telephone service was completed 48 hours later.
電話回線の復旧は48時間後に完了しました。
Restoration of telephone service was completed 48 hours later. The present restoration was completed in 1910.
現在の修復は1910年に完了した。
The present restoration was completed in 1910. This has enabled several restoration projects to start.
これにより、いくつかの修復プロジェクトがスタートした。
This has enabled several restoration projects to start.